Hello there everyone. I have been playing the World of Light mode recently in Smash Ultimate for the first time, mind you. I managed to go into this without any spoilers, which I'm grateful for. And while playing, I've kind of stumbled onto a build that makes the mode significantly easier and really lets you blow through a lot of the regular fights in this game. What I've got is a level 99 second stage Mother Brain Spirit, combined with two particular skills on the skill tree, which I'm about to highlight. The Hyper Smash attacks, which just gives you a massive boost to your Smash's power, and the Unflinching charged smashes, which essentially gives you super armour while you're charging up a move. The second stage Mother Brain Spirit allows you to be giant for the first few seconds of a fight. I think it lasts for about maybe 10 seconds or so, maybe slightly longer. And these things on their own are already powerful. But combined with Little Mac, who already has really powerful smash attacks, and has armor as he's unleashing his smash attacks, what you essentially have here is a character who starts out giant, so he's able to hit like a train for a good 10 seconds or so, has armor while charging his smashes, and has armor while unleashing his smashes. All these things put together really kind of crumples this mode. It really takes away a lot of the challenge, and the only matches that have given me any there, see, I just completely annihilated him in one hit. The only matches that have given me any significant difficulty have been those involving projectile-y characters, but even then, you're able to, if you're able to close the distance or just abuse your armor and just, you know, kind of plow through all their projectiles, you really can end these fights so quickly. Metal characters don't stand a chance because they don't get pushed back far enough, so they take the full damage, especially if you do forward smash angle down. It just annihilates them. And okay, Mac's jumping is very questionable, his recovery is very questionable. That's usually not an issue in this mode. The only time that was really a problem for me was when fighting against Pauline, or Pauline's Spirit rather, because it's on 75 meters, and in that fight, Pauline is represented by Peach, who's programmed to run away from you. But even so, once you catch her, she's dead, because Lil Mac just hits so hard. Being giant is so overpowered in this game. I mean, here, look, I'm going to take a few hits, but like, watch his HP drain when I finally do get in. There we go, half dead, and it's nearly over already. Like, he just has no chance. There's probably a more efficient way of doing this, because the only issue with using Mother Brain 2 is that because it's a 4-star spirit, you're not able to equip as many support skills as you'd like. I've kind of just got Victini on here because there's not really much else that's worth using. I did use the Metal Killer support skill in the Dr. Wily fight. But 9 times out of 10 I find just, you know, even getting that extra boost to your smash attacks is just more useful overall. And, you know, I will be the first person to admit this is a really brain-dead strategy. You do not need to be good at Smash Ultimate to do this, but it speeds the mode up, and, you know, this is my first time playing the mode, I haven't finished it yet. I'm already starting to think it goes on for slightly too long. Don't get me wrong, that the mode is, you know, enjoyable enough, but, you know, I've been playing for about 4.5 hours, and I don't really feel like I've made that much progress, so being able to blast through some of these regular fights, because there are so many spirit battles in this mode, really speeds things up. And to me, if that's all you're interested in, if you just want to get through the mode for the sake of, you know, saying you've 100%ed the game, this to me is a very viable way of doing it. To get Mother Brain Stage 2, you first need to get Mother Brain Stage 1. I don't remember exactly where you get it, but you can get it fairly early on, and all you need to do is just level it up to level 99 and then enhance it. If you've played this mode at all, you know that it's incredibly easy to level up spirits. Just basically pump them full of candies. I'd played Classic mode a couple of times before I even started this, so I went into it with a small stockpile of candies already ready. So I was able to just boost it all the way to level 99, enhance it, and then boost it all the way to 99 again. I think I took it to like 80, but then the rest just happened naturally. And you can get Little Mac fairly early on if you take the Marth pathway. And it's worth mentioning as well that before I got Little Mac, I was using Marth for this strategy, because when he's giant, the tipper hitboxes on his sword are enormous, you've no idea. So again, he was able to also just kind of plow through most of these fights. What I was just showing on screen there, I kind of talked over it a bit, is that if I was using a lower level spirit, I'd be able to equip the Franklin badge, which would let me reflect projectiles and completely nullify the weakness that I mentioned earlier. I haven't actually found a spirit that lets you be giant without a 4-star rating though. I've heard that Petey Piranha lets you do that. I think I might have even picked it up and just not noticed. So again, this strategy can be optimized a bit more, I guess is a good way of saying it. You know, there are better ways of doing this, but this works, and it's very easy. Very, very, very easy. I've seen people complaining about the general difficulty of certain fights in this mode. 99% of this mode is pretty brainless, honestly, but there is that odd fight like Dr. Wily, Pauline, 9 volt and 18 volt that can be an absolute pain in the arse, and being able to cheese them this way, to just abuse super armor, abuse Little Mac's smash attacks, abuse being giant, all of these things in combination really speed up the whole process and just make this so much less painful. In terms of my overall thoughts on this mode, I think it's an interesting idea. I was apprehensive going into it because I felt like the mechanics were a bit overwhelming when they were shown off in the direct, you know, talking about spirits and upgrading spirits and feeding them and all this other nonsense. It's actually very simple when you boil it all down. It's not much more complex than, say, an oldish RPG. And I like the attention to detail, I like all the little allusions to the sources of inspiration, the way that they kind of mock up Smash Brothers characters to replicate scenarios from the games that the spirits are coming from. I like that, I think that's a really nice touch. Is it fun? Kind of, maybe. I really, really, really like Smash Ultimate so far. Just the game itself. I like the engine, I like the physics, I like the competitive nature of it. So I'm almost more inclined to say the single player stuff for me is a bit of an afterthought this time around, and I feel bad for saying that because I complained about Smash 4 not having enough single player content. But this to me feels like such a meaty, competitive multiplayer experience that I almost don't care that much about the single player stuff. It's unfortunate, but you know, I respect the amount of effort that was put into this mode. Anyway, that's basically all I wanted to show off. If you want to try this out, it's a very, very easy strategy. It works very consistently. As long as you're able to, you know, get around the fact that Mac's air movement is a bit below average and projectile characters can give you some issues. This will work really well. If you're having any issues with this mode, definitely give it a try, see if it works out for you. Anyway, that's basically all I have to say, so take care, and hopefully see you soon.